guys, today I'm here with my January favorites, showing you everything that I love this month. I've got a bunch of skincare for really good smooth skin, some great new drugstore makeup, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first item that I want to mention is a palette that inspired me to go out of my comfort zone, and you know that I love a palette that inspires me to go out of my comfort zone. This is the Too Faced That's My Jam palette. I will say Too Faced has excited me less and less over the years, but they do have so many staple items for me. I still think a lot of the eyeshadow palettes they put out are good quality, albeit maybe not exciting shades, so that's why I was excited to see this. Foundation, concealer, powder foundation from them I love, but they did kind of get to a place where they were just like coming out with too many things, and then some of it was getting a little cheesy juvenile. I don't know why I'm saying bad things about them when I'm trying to tell you about a palette I like, but anyways, yeah, I really like this palette just because I thought it was an interesting selection of shades. You can get like a more quote-unquote wearable looks, you can do things that are a little bit more fun, a little bit more color. There's not like, you know, sometimes when there's a palette of 8 shades, 4 of them look really similar or whatever it may be. I feel like they did a good job here. It is lightly scented, but I only realized that after the fact. I will link the Get Ready With Me down below if you want to see it in action. I have 2 lip products that I want to mention. The first one is kind of an honorable mention because it's pretty new to me, but these are new from Maybelline. I'm actually going to do a lip swatch video probably on Instagram. These are the Ultimatte lipsticks. They're kind of like a little bit of a slim lipstick. This one, I just really love the shade. It's in more Truffle. I have no lip liner on right now. It's just... I just really love these types of shades. Super wearable, but it's like a little bit of a unique shade, and it's kind of warm. They are matte. They remind me, they're pretty similar honestly to the Super Stay crayons. I'm not totally sure the difference. I still need to play around with them a little bit more, but really nice shades, good formula. It doesn't feel super drying. The lip that I've been wearing all month, this is one of my favorite nude lipsticks to pair with a lip liner especially. I always get so many compliments. The formula is amazing. They make my favorite red as well, and it is the Nars Powermatte Pigment. This was a mini I got around the holidays in the shade Get It On. Now, this on its own might be a little bit too light and peachy, but when paired with like ColourPop BFF3, that is my chef's kiss perfect lip combo. I stopped using Kat Von D Lolita a couple of years ago with all the shenanigans that were going on. This is not the same. Lolita had more deepness, a little bit more rosy, but it's the kind of lipstick that has filled the Lolita hole in my heart. The next item is a mascara that is apparently sold out like everywhere and is super famous on TikTok. And considering, I mean, I'm not going to give you the screen time report, but I'd be scrolling on TikTok for long periods of time. If you didn't know, actually, if you scroll for long enough on TikTok, one of 2 people will pop up and be like, hey, you've been scrolling for a long time. Maybe go touch the grass outside. I've seen him a couple of times. Anyways, all this to say that this mascara is famous on TikTok. I spend hours on TikTok a day and I had no idea because that's how TikTok works. Like, you only see the stuff that you interact with. So I guess I don't interact with a lot of beauty. It's like funny animals and shenanigans. So I had no idea that the Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational Mascara was such a hit. This mascara caught my eye probably back in December or whenever they started posting pictures of it, right before it came out in Canada. Something about the packaging, the way they made it look like skyscrapers, the like raised lettering, I was like, I need to get my hands on this, like I need to try it. Anyways, they sent it to me, I fell in love with it, and then when I posted about it on Instagram, everyone was like, oh my god, that's the TikTok mascara. I was like, who knew? But anyways, this is a really great mascara. Maybelline always comes out with bangers. I still have and love the Falsies Lash Lift. I will say this probably gives a little bit more volume while Sky High gives a little bit more length. Both phenomenal on their own, but you know me, I've been pairing them and phenomenal when paired as well. I'm just wearing Sky High today though, and it's so good. A highlighter that I really love that I recently revisited because I got this and then kind of stopped using it is the NYX High Glass Illuminating Powder. Now today, because I was using this and I was talking about it, I felt inspired to use the High Glass Finishing Powder. Do not recommend this. At first I thought it might be a good alternative to like the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush or one of those like really light, beautiful powders that is like barely a powder. The problem with this is it's a borderline highlighter in my opinion. Like you could use this almost like a MAC MSF, I guess, but it's not as soft. It doesn't have, like I found when I put it on, I used it today and I ended up putting a little bit more powder over it. It just yeah, it's just more of a highlighter. It intensified every smidgen of texture that I had on my face and it wasn't good. But anyways, I love that this is a favorites video and I'm like, let me tell you a bunch of bad stuff. But just in case you go to pick this up and you're like, maybe I'll get the finishing powder. I didn't love the finishing powder, but the highlighter is really nice. It's soft. It gives a beautiful glow. I love this shade, which is Daytime Halo, and it's what I'm wearing today. Wanted to give another shout out to this foundation. I've talked about it now numerous times, but I feel like I didn't give it enough love when I first tested it out. And I did mention it in my favorite foundations of 2020, but I just wanted to reiterate that I think this was definitely up there in my top foundations. The problem was I didn't wear it enough because last year was weird. Obviously, I was wearing less foundations, but I think if I had been wearing more, if I'd been filming more, if I'd been going out more, this is 100% what I would have been reaching for. The only reason I wasn't is because it's not the type of foundation that I would wear at home or wear for like light days like I would my Pat McGrath. That's why you heard me talk about Pat all the time, because it was a little bit more versatile in terms of that sense, but like for filming, for photos, for days I want to be a little bit more made up, this is so beautiful. Did I say what it is? The Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I will leave my full review of this down below, but it's beautiful. Let's talk about the Gucci bronzer. She's expensive. She's fancy. I love this packaging. I love that it looks like a little bit vintage. I'm sure that they knew that we love that kind of stuff now. And like I spend way too much money at Urban Outfitters buying stuff that I could probably buy at a thrift store, but it's a pandemic. Anyways, this bronzer. It's really, really nice. I really love it. If you want to buy it, buy it. It's a good formula. It's $88 Canadian, but what I found bonkers is I was linking to this in a video and I linked to the American and I think it was 62, which obviously still expensive and like the American dollar and stuff, but like 62 versus 88? What do I live in Australia? No offense, Australia, but that's what I always hear Australians talking about, being like, it's $17 in America and it's $148 in Australia. I'm like, oh, we're attached to the US. Give us a little better price. But anyways, I just mostly wanted to mention the fact that there's $26 in the difference between Canadian and American. Anyways, I do really like this bronzer. I think it's gorgeous. Obviously, there's great bronzers out there at a multitude of price points, but if you were eyeing the Gucci bronzer and you're like, I love the packaging, I love that it's Gucci, but is the bronzer any good? It is, and I've been using it a lot. I've been doing lots of decluttering and coming across things that I bought a long time ago that were never used, never opened, things I wanted to use for special occasions, whatever. And the way that last year went, I've really now been like, okay, let's just use the things we have. Let's use my eye patches, let's do it. So I've got this little stand in my bathroom. I keep the things there now that I want to make use of. I don't need a special occasion for, so I finally use this. This is going to be my new Friday night facial. This is the Philosophy, which I don't have a lot of experience with this brand. Philosophy Microdelivery Resurfacing Peel. It has a lactic salicylic activating gel, that's second step, sorry, and then the first step is a vitamin C peptide resurfacing crystals. So you put these crystals on, you scrub, leave them on for like a minute or two, obviously check the instructions when you buy it. Then you follow up with step 2, you put that on top. My skin was baby smooth. Baby smooth. I've only used this once though, so I will say that. I'm jumping the gun a little bit here, but I got so many messages from people that were like, that is phenomenal, I love that, and I've never heard anybody talk about it, so that's why I wanted to mention it. I picked it up from Shoppers on Points like probably a year ago and just never opened it. I was like, oh, I gotta read the instructions, and that's how bad I am. It's very simple, it felt very effective. I'm gonna use it again this Friday. I was really impressed with it. My skin felt awesome, especially where I'm really missing like services, facials, etc., etc., and everyone's skin is going bonkers. I gotta say, I was impressed with this. A hair mask that I've been loving. My stylist used this on me over the summer and I picked it up during a Sephora sale. The Amica Soulfood Nourishing Mask. I use this as a mask or as a conditioner. It's so good. I've recommended it to other people. Like, I've got a friend who, like, she's white, straight hair. She loved it too, so it seems to be pretty versatile. This is the first time I tried anything from Amica. I'd never tried anything from the brand because it just didn't seem like a super curly hair kind of friendly brand. Like, if brands... Like, if I'm going out and seeking out products, they're not sending it to me. If I don't see anybody with like curly hair, or if I don't just get that vibe, I'm not drawn towards it. But my stylist had used this on me, so I was like, okay. So I picked it up, and it is cruelty-free. It's cruelty-free, and it's got jojoba oil in there, sea buckthorn. I don't know. It's really good. It makes my hair super soft. I'll use this, like I said, in the shower or as a mask. And just in case you have curly hair and you've skipped over Amica, maybe give this one a try. And then finally, I want to mention a new serum that I've been testing out from Bioessence. I've really liked everything I've tried from Bioessence. I've tried some different samples and things like that. But the reason I like this is it's a vitamin C, which I'm always looking to use during the daytime for acne scarring and brightness, but it has squalane in there, which I love, and white shiitake. So this is a really great lightweight serum. If you're looking to add something in the daytime, I think this could work for any skin type. I especially pointed out to my oily skin, acne prone friends, but this is really nice. It's hydrating. It's got those properties in there that's going to help you with the discoloration. I love having options that do a multitude of things. They mix the ingredients for you so that I don't need to have like one squalane, one vitamin C, one this, one that. When they have products combined, like that's why I love AHA, BHA blends, because I'm like, I don't want to have to make the choice. You blend it for me. Give me all the benefits I need in one. So yeah, I've really been loving this. It's a great daytime serum, so check it out if you were curious. So that is everything from me. Let me know down below what you loved this month. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!